guys, this is Brian Dahlberg from Brian's Fish Tanks on YouTube, and we're kind of taking a tour of my fish room today. All right, so these are my Feste pair, female and male. They're pretty new to my fish room. I've had them maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I got about 8 red hook silver dollars in there as well. The female, she's just beautiful when she's really colored up. She's unfortunately not looking the greatest as far as her bright orange colors today, but you can see the male too. He's got really nice golden, orangish and reddish type colors in him as well. A few people in my dorm rooms had little 10-gallon fish tanks with some sort of tetras or something like that in it, and I just really liked it. So I went out and bought myself one, and then it just started to grow from there. Next thing you know, I had a piranha in my dorm room that everyone was coming by to take a look at every day. Went to Oscars like a lot of people do when they're new to the hobby, and it just kind of took off and snowballed. So this is my wild-caught Umbi pair. There's kind of a nice story about this pair. The female's down here, and she's actually getting picked on quite a bit by him. You'll see she's a little beat up. But this pair at one point, I would say, was probably the most sought-after Umbi pair, and people wanted to get fry from them more than any other Umbi pair in the country. He's probably over 20 inches at this point. He's amazing. Getting to be close to full grown. His nuchal hump started going down, but he used to have a massive, actually the picture right below the tank is of him. I don't know if you can get that in, but you can see he used to look quite a bit different. But yeah, he's a real fun fish, real personable, likes to play with you. But he's kind of the mascot of the fish room, you know. Everyone that's into big cichlids around the country seems to know about Magnus in one way or another. All right, so these are my reddest latest pair. They're an Amphilophus species. You can see the male right here. He's a pretty active and pretty feisty guy. The cool thing about them is when they are in spawning mode, they just have these really beautiful black stripes and then nice red on the bottom. And really fun fish, real personable as well. Kind of like a pet dog almost, you know. Recently, I've been getting into the reef keeping hobby, and I'm really starting to enjoy that. We can take a look at my 125-gallon reef in a minute and show you what I've been up to there. All right, so this is my flower horn. This is a 9.9 King Comfa. Came from California at, I think it's called Flower Horn Craze or something like that. I've had him since he was probably 5-6 inches or so, and he's really started growing. But yeah, he's got some beautiful colors, and he's really personable too. He reacts every time I come down here, and he's ready to eat. And
how much do you feed him?
I can show you real quick. Yeah, this is probably pretty common, just a few shakes off the shaker bottle, and do it once a day. I try to not overfeed my fish, so I usually just feed them all in the morning. And well, you know, it's funny. People around here don't really buy that much as far as bigger cichlids. I do most of my, I ship, you know, so not many people are into this stuff around here. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's more African cichlids around here. And
how's your water like?
It's hard, liquid rock. Yeah, yeah. So it's good for cichlids. It's really good for African cichlids, you know. This is another Amphilophus citronellus, and this guy's name is Cheeto. He's another fish that I've got that within the bigger cichlid community out there on Facebook and YouTube. He's very well known, and I get asked weekly if I'm ready to sell him yet, you know. And the answer is always no. He's just, you know, he's in my office here where I work during the day, and he's kind of my buddy that hangs out. But he's got a female in there with him. They've spawned for me once. Which if I could get them to spawn, I could be selling the fry like crazy, just because people just want this fish, so they would definitely want to buy his fry. And then I don't know if you can see, there's an albino pleco in there, and then there's a Bisher, or however you want to pronounce it, over kind of by the heater on the end of the tank. So this is the 125-gallon saltwater tank. This is just a little over a year old. I think June or July of 2017 is when I started setting it up. Quite a variety of corals, mostly soft stuff, but I do have some like Monty plating type corals and things like that. So everything in here is basically about just a little over a year old, so I've had fairly good growth in the last year, especially some of these nice, like this green hammer coral colony and some of the frog spawn and stuff like that. Not super hard to keep coral by any means, but for somebody who hasn't had a lot of history behind it, it's kind of nice and rewarding. So thanks for stopping by my fish room. Hope you guys all enjoyed taking a look at the different types of fish that I keep. You can go to Brian's Fish Tanks on YouTube. I've also got a website called aquaticsupportsystems.com. If you're interested in buying any type of fish food, I sell a few products on there. Those are the places you can find me if you want to learn a little bit more. But other than that, thanks for checking out my fish room.